Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
It's the After the Show podcast, precious.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the After the Show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get your skate every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Yeah, here we go. Monday, back at the KVJ Show. It's a very busy weekend. Thanks to anybody that came out. If we ran into you a little bit this weekend. We were out Friday, Saturday, yesterday. My goodness.
Back to back to back.
Oh, yeah. It was crazy.
What's our weekend like this weekend? Do we have anything crazy?
We don't.
No, and it's 3-day weekend. There's going to be a couple appearances by the crew at some car dealerships and whatnot. But other than that, it's pretty quiet, and we'll be off on Monday.
What's Monday?
Monday's Labor Day.
Labor Day.
Yeah.
Shit, it's September. Fuck, I got to start get a calendar. I got to get a calendar.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Oof. It's going by so quick.
I mean, you've made it this far.
You're right. You know what?
That's
Screw
true.
it. No calendar.
Yeah, you're fine.
Good point.
Just ask me.
You're
Yeah.
right.
You have no drinking events.
That's good.
I don't know if you have any kind of daytime events or anything, but you have no, like, cocktails and karaoke or things like that.
Got you.
Yeah, so it's quiet in that regards. So
You're going to be out of town, though, right?
I am, yes. I am heading up to Columbus this weekend to watch them Fighting Owls take on the Buckeyes.
When you go on a trip like that,
Mm-hmm.
what kind of food do you eat? Do you pack your own kind of food, or do you actually go to restaurants?
You always go to restaurants. It's a lot easier. Yeah, I mean, packing food and then trying to fly and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, that
That's-
sounds terrible.
yeah, no, it's tough. Yeah,
That is tough. I know you're a prepared person, though.
I am, but no, we'll just go with what we, can find there. It's fun. When you go to a town like that, there will be certain places, that you'll want to go eat that they've got. Each town's kind of got their own little signature stuff.
That's my favorite thing about going out of town is trying the new restaurants. I love that with New Orleans.
Who are you going with?
Well, I'm going up with the family. We'll be meeting some people up there. So when we get there.
Secretive?
No, just people
Are
you
they
don't
local
know.
people that are traveling from Florida up to there?
Yeah, one of them's a local person that is going up there. That we always go to the Buckeye games with.
Virginia just has to know every little detail.
I know. Yeah, and there's nothing exciting about it, but
What
I'm
blood type
happy
do
to
they
answer all
have?
these really boring questions.
I'm very curious about, like, the accommodation. Because
Okay.
you've stayed before at, like, the hotel where the Buckeye players were
Yeah.
staying, and that's cool. So you're in the lobby, and it's like all the guys on the team, and they're eating, like, donuts. You're like, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool setup. Yeah, there's a buddy of mine, Sean, that we go up with, and they have a hotel that is right across from the stadium. And so it's because of him. Yeah, he has the accommodations there. His dad was a big booster back in the day, and like his name's on the locker room and the weight room that they have for the football team.
Fancy.
Yeah, so he's big like that. So so we get accommodations there and stay at this hotel where the team stays, and so it's really cool because they'll stay. The defense stays on our floor. So for Cannon, he's 10, 11. He watches all these guys and he sees them. They're on ESPN a lot. And so, we kick the doors open and got a table there. We just kind of chill out. And so, yeah, you'll see he's had, Urban Meyers come up and signed his football. And he saw Nick Bosa, big guy that was in the NFL now. But, he sees all these kind of guys. And so that's, it's cool for him. So it's really cool.
Cool for Dad, too.
Oh, of course. I love it. It's amazing. I'm blown away by it. It's real. I mean, you look out the guys, you look out the window and there's the football stadium right in front of you. And yeah, it's awesome. I mean, it's a freaking dream come true.
But you have a friend on the inside that gets some perks.
Yeah, that's it.
I
Yeah.
have no one in my life that has any kind of power.
We just stumbled into
whatsoever.
him. Yeah, and he's
You have Denny's.
I do. Yeah, he can get weed, I guess.
yeah. So it's nice. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. We go up there, and then I'll see my parents. They come up. We'll hang out on Friday afternoon and do stuff. And
Now, do your parents go to the game, too, or no?
no, they usually don't. They don't. They just something happened. They just I don't know if they hit an age or what. They're like they're kind of over football.
It happens, man.
Yeah.
I've noticed that with some of my family members. They get a little bit older, and the things that they were once really passionate about,
Yeah.
kind of like they don't give a shit anymore.
It's odd, yeah. They just kind of hit that wall. They used to always go to all the high school games, and that's why I'm a big college football fan myself. Is as a kid, we would just always go to all kinds of games, random games. And so I do that too. And yeah, they just hit a wall one year.
Energy-wise, I mean, I would always hear Anna kind of complain about her energy just not being at what it was. Once you reach a certain age, I think it does just get you.
Games are a hassle too.
They are.
And the attendance for a majority of colleges in America, the attendance has been dropping steadily. And it's because at home, it's an easier, it's better. Presentation's better, and then ticket prices are through the roof. And by the time you park and walk and deal with traffic and everything else, some people are like going, okay, do I get all that out of it?
Completely able-bodied and completely like ready to go and spry, it's a hassle.
Right.
So yeah, imagine you're just, you got a bum foot or something. You just don't want to do it anymore.
Bunions acting up.
Yeah, your bunions inflamed.
Your hemorrhoids are flaring.
Screw this.
Yeah,
that's a lot of work.
No, it's some crazy stuff. And the buddy that I'm going to be staying with, he had like an eye issue that he can't fly with. So he's driving up to the game and then driving back after.
From Florida?
Yeah.
How long does that take?
20-hour trip.
Up?
Yeah.
So it's 40 hours of drive?
40 hours round trip, yeah.
Shit, that. Oh, my gosh.
He must really love it.
Oh, he's diehard. Yeah, so he does.
For FAU?
Yeah. For FAU.
Nothing against the owl.
You went to FAU.
I know. I know. That's why
You're one of the best and brightest.
No, I am not.
I think you're on the spotlight.
I am. You're right. I am on the spotlight. No,
Yeah.
They don't put the spotlight on you unless you're one of the best and brightest.
Did you want to put something on this game? I'm taking FAU. You take the Buckeyes.
What, are we doing the spread or something like that?
We can.
Yeah, I don't know. I stopped betting on the Buckeyes because in 2007 I bet Virginia the national championship. They played LSU and I lost and had to dye my hair purple and gold, and it caused all these problems in my life.
You tried to wear a hat.
He had to go to church with purple and gold hair.
And I got booted out.
You wore a hat, didn't you?
I wore a hat, and because I thought it was, more discreet.
To cover it.
And I went, and they had some kind of like a rogue usher, and he's like, you got to take your hat off. You can't wear a hat in church. I'm like, says who? I'm like, I don't remember that verse. And he's like, you're not wearing a hat in here. And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah, take it off or you got to go. And I'm like, I'm out. So I got up and left. Then the head preacher called me and was like, I'm sorry, that's not our policy. And it's just like, I don't like these kind of things.
Drama.
This is just, I don't like drama.
Kevin's all in drama.
Yeah, I don't like being in the middle of this kind of stuff.
People see, the radio guys, look at that. He's a fucking diva.
Kevin got kicked out of church.
Well, because the hair was so distracting. I mean, it's purple and gold. It's like, and I'm like self-conscious. I'm like, you would have been the center of attention. I'm like, I don't want to be that.
Well, it was a punishment.
I know it was. So, yeah, it's like, I don't know. You know how, like, you're just talking about sometimes you just hit that age, you're like, yes. I still have purple and gold
You
hair
aged
again.
out of purple and gold
I
hair.
aged out of purple and gold hair. I just did it a couple times. I'm like, I don't have it in me anymore. I just can't do it. So, yeah, so that's my weekend. And, yeah, we were keeping an eye on the storm to see what was going on. But it looks like, hopefully it's nothing. But, yeah, we're looking at, that'd be kind of crazy if I got up there and I couldn't get back or was delayed.
That's a possibility. I think you'll be getting out just fine, according to the models that they have right now. The problem will be like come Monday or Sunday. But the game's on Saturday. When are y'all flying back in?
We're coming back early Sunday.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're flying out real
You'll
early
make
Sunday
it.
morning. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. So I don't think it'll be an issue. But, we'll see. So
Yeah, for all of us. I just hope this storm turns. Go right, go left. Just don't go straight.
If it does go straight, you want to make a hurricane pact right now? We all spend time together during the hurricane?
Yeah, I'm going to go to Naples. You want to come?
You're going to Naples?
I mean, it doesn't look like it's even going to be like
No.
looks like a tropical storm.
If it's a tropical storm, I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. You can have a tropical storm thing.
Yeah,
Will you leave if it's a 1?
probably not.
You have left for ones before.
I don't know. I'll have to see.
Virginia gets the fuck out of town, man.
I just don't like being, first of all, I don't like being in the house during the storm because I'm worried about, the damage to the house. And then now we're in the house and then maybe rain's coming in the house. Like, that's just traumatic. And then I also don't like having no power after the storm is passed. And now you're just in this hot box and, like, I could just drive, like, 50 miles south and be fine.
We do hurricanes so differently because the last hurricane, which was going to be a pretty big one, I didn't even put up any shutters up. They didn't fit, and it was kind of like not working. I'm like, fuck it. We'll roll the dice.
Dude, you rent. I would not care if I was you.
She was on my ass like flies on a rib roast.
Well, tell her to freaking hire the guys to come over and hang the shutters.
Well,
that is not your responsibility. I hate how these landlords always try to bully you into doing their work. Bitch, hire the handyman and she can pay for him to come out and do it. You should not be doing that.
Well, it was 3 years ago or 2 years ago, and I don't rent from her anymore. So, Mama, get some water in you. Running real hot over there.
I'm still mad at her.
I haven't heard from her. I thought I was supposed to be paying all that money ever since Virginia told me to write her an email from my legal team, which is Virginia.
Right.
I actually got some other backers, too, that actually have law degrees.
So we're going on almost 2 weeks since I went on and wrote that email. I haven't heard anything from her. Did we scare her off?
Well, the law is on our side, so if she wants to play hardball, we will.
Okay.
We've got a guy. This is what he does.
Love it.
And he's a friend. He's actually the husband of somebody that we're very close to. And he said he doesn't want his name on the radio, so I'm not going to put it on the air, but he will be happy to help us.
I'm just wondering how long, after 2 weeks, 3 weeks go by, how many weeks should go by to where I should probably say, you know what, I think she's going to leave me alone.
He told me everything has to be done in 15 days. Like, you don't have weeks. You have 15 days that both parties have to say what they want and what they get and what they expect. And if you don't, then the deposit is all she's getting.
Look at that. Virginia's a 1-for-1 as my lawyer. Look at this shit. I love it.
Pretty impressive stuff.
Yes.
If she really knew her law stuff, she'd be vicious. Could you imagine her like as an attorney?
I would annihilate
Cutthroat
people in the courtroom.
Oh my gosh!
Then she does
terrifying.
She does great, and then she becomes a judge. Imagine her as a judge, and you're a man.
I would never be a judge.
Oh my! Every guy guilty. What did you do? What did you do? Oh, he's a man. What did you do? Give him the chair. It's a speeding ticket.
You're right. It'd been tough.
I wouldn't do family law. I would do like some kind of
murder.
I don't know.
Go after the murderers. You would be good.
I would want intense law.
Oh, where you could yell?
Yeah.
Your Honor, no! Objection!
Objection! Yeah. He's out of line! I just want to yell that.
You just want to be able to scream in the courtroom.
I do.
Yeah.
He's out of line, Your Honor.
That's funny.
Wasn't your sister going to be a lawyer at one point?
She was. She was in year 2 of law school.
And just didn't want to do it?
Tulane. I just think the law school bills were just incredibly outrageous. And so she was trying to work and go to school and support 2 kids and a deadbeat, husband at the time. It was too much.
Lot.
It was too much.
Sure. I get it.
But then she went to nursing school. Now she's a nurse.
Wow. She flipped all around.
Yeah.
Flight attendant, nurse.
It's never too late.
Okay.
You can always call an audible and switch it up if you don't like where you are.
Oh, let's go.
I believe Morgan Freeman was an old...
No, you can't go anywhere.
Oh, okay.
You are tethered.
Yes.
Was it Morgan Freeman like an old actor that he didn't get into acting until he was old?
I think Samuel L. Jackson talks about how he didn't hit till he was in his 40s or something.
No, that's off. You're definitely off on that one.
I don't know.
Yeah. You do the dirt. You're our fucking entertainment reporter.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Did his first role at 60. Did you know that?
I'm tired. This weekend kicked my ass.
I think we're all tired. It was a long weekend.
Just 3 events is a lot.
Oh, I hear you.
It's a lot.
Yeah. And Nate emailed from Loxahatchee. She said, my wife and I, we got to Friday to ourselves, and we were kid-free. We decided what better to do than come hang with you guys, cocktails and karaoke. We had a great time. And we definitely want to make it out more often. But my wife knows all of a sudden Jason looked visibly upset. He seemed to get madder and madder as the night went on and stopped singing and having a good time. I want to know what happened. He definitely wasn't mad at Virginia. For him to be that mad, we knew something must have really happened. Please let us know if you can. Yes.
Keeping up the tradition of always requiring show members to fight on stage during cocktails and karaoke.
Yeah.
I was just happy it wasn't me this week.
Yeah, well,
I was dancing around. I took a video of y'all fighting.
This time it was me snapping at Kevin. Kevin then getting mad at me, and then me getting mad back at Kevin.
Well, we were trying to work out the we ended with a hoagie appearance that had happened, And we had the whole thing, but I want to make sure it was okay. And I was a little nervous because we had, an electronics board and some things like that. And if you've seen from the in-studio stuff, sometimes the hoagie stuff can get a little bit rambunctious.
It gets away from the hoagster.
Right, for both of us, And so here we can, I'm like, okay, in the studio, I guess we can bust up a few things. But, at Brother Jimmy's, I don't know. And so
in front of a live audience, it feels weird to really be in a fist fight.
Right. It wasn't going to be a fist fight.
Yeah, but it had to be.
I don't know. It had the stirrings of a. It might have been a fist
It wasn't
fight.
supposed to turn into a fist fight.
Kevin might have really fucking punched
And
you.
I know he can beat me up too.
I'm just like, it's just got to be a little coordinated so that, the residual damage, and we had a child in the front row. And so I'm like, we can't go crashing and, crushing a child and all these things. So here I am, because all I just think about is the meetings I'm going to have on Monday. So I'm like going, okay. So we talked about it, and we're kind of like going to be able to do it. And then I saw Jaybird kind of like stumble a little bit on stage. I'm trying to like decipher, okay, is this alcohol or is this just Jaybird? And so sometimes you don't know.
I stumble sober though.
Yeah, so
a lot.
I'm trying to process it, but still host karaoke and sing, and I'm just like, okay. And he was adamant about doing that. I'm like, I hear you. I'm like, I just need to make sure that you're okay, and this isn't going to go haywire.
And I'm gonna get hurt.
And that's part of it too. I already got this.
I wasn't gonna
You already have a nose scab.
Right, exactly. I'm like, and then the last thing I'm thinking of is then my poor feeble body. So,
Well, the good news is though,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the people watching, because after the end, Hulk Hogan does come out, hits Kevin in the head with bread. People
Yes.
thought that the real fight that we were having was part of the whole thing. They thought it was
Yeah,
it was choreographed.
They thought we were doing theatrics on stage. We were talking about it at Roxy's, and we were kind of laughing about it. And Virginia's like, oh, I love drug fights. They're so funny. And I go, yeah. I started yelling at Kev. And then we had two listeners right next to us. They go, hey, we were there last night. So that was real? We thought that was part of the show.
I think so.
No, it was a real fight before the fake fight.
But it kind of worked.
Yeah, it did kind of work. So, yeah, if you go back and watch it, because we now do Facebook Live video, so you can watch the cocktails and karaoke and then comment, so you can see everything that's kind of going on the stage. So it's all up there, and you can see the end of it where I get Hoagie comes up and
That's the whole fight.
Let me see.
I videotaped you guys arguing back and forth.
so we always have video of the fight as it's going on.
I'm yelling at Kevin, insulting him, and then I'm going, but I fucking love you, man. I fucking love you.
I'm just laughing with Denny's because I'm like, oh, Denny's, I'm so happy it's not me this week.
And then Virginia, who I thought was sober, I realized you weren't sober either.
No.
Oh my God. She's trying to
No.
take a picture of Casey Anthony. It's like, oh, is that her? There's Casey Anthony. She's trying to grab her phone and slips out of her hand.
She was sending me the blurriest photos. Casey, thank God Denny sent me a good one. I'm like, oh yeah, it's Casey Anthony.
It could be Casey Anthony or it might be Suits. I don't know.
And then I get 12 photos from Virginia, and like 2 of them might have had Casey Anthony. The other 10 don't have anybody in them. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, when am I getting all these photos from?
This is your team, by the way.
This is the A-team.
What is all this?
We got your back, bro.
Oh my gosh. Tracy, aka Patrick Starr, said, yes, do you guys happen to have the audio of Virginia trying to call the team named I Eat Mop Who up to the stage at Bamboozle? It took her a really long time to get the joke. It was hilarious. I Eat Mop Who.
I didn't get it. I kept saying it, and that's what set me off when I started dropping F-bombs.
She got mad.
I got mad because I didn't get it. What was the name? I still don't get it.
I Eat Mop Who. So if you said I eat my poo.
I ate mop.
I eat mop who.
Mop who?
I eat my poo.
I said it about 40 times. Everybody's laughing.
And then you're-
I don't understand why
Where's I
they're
eat my
laughing.
poo?
And then what did you go? What the fuck does this
I
mean?
eat my poo.
I'm like, did these motherfuckers just catfish me?
That's awesome.
I dropped
So
3
you're-
F-bombs.
So Virginia's not getting the. Oh, I do want to hear that.
Okay,
audio.
so
That'd be great.
I fight with Kevin visibly on stage on Friday.
Oh,
You
man.
dropped 3 F-bombs in front of everybody on Saturday.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Tracy said it was hilarious. He is the greatest. I ate my poo.
Is that my girl Tracy?
Yeah.
Okay, I love her. They actually won for best costume.
Oh, they did.
I do
Yeah.
love that event. It's a fun event. Bamboozle. Is it Bamboozle or
Bamboozle.
Yeah, it's a fun event. I love it.
Maybe they won for the whole thing. No, Tracy's group won for they won Bamboozle. They won the whole. They got the most points. Yeah.
Oh wow, good for them.
It's all on your cell phone now, so it's super cool. Like you take pictures and you do challenges, and it keeps your points tally. So while you're running around on the street, it tells you the teams that are in first place, second place, third place.
Oh, that's cool.
Because Mags and her team, they were all excited. They were winning. And then when it got to the games where they had to like know 90s movies and stuff.
Oh yeah.
No 90s karaoke.
Ooh.
Mags is like, Mom, I wasn't even born yet in the 90s. They didn't know any of the references, so they tanked all the games.
Oh, that's tough.
And they didn't get the points. But
it didn't really favor them then.
I'm glad Tracy's team won because they're always out there supporting.
Let me see. Harold pointing out, I want to call the whole show out for not shocking Kevin when he did not guess what delicious thing he was licking. I thought I was listening to the Mo and Sally show. Weak. Jaybird, go F yourself.
Get the fuck out of here. Who's that, Harold?
Harold.
Harold, get out.
I will do it
of here.
this week before we play. I will start off by taking my shock. You're right. I was a little.
He was shocked.
I was a little shocked and flabbergasted. Yes.
I felt bad.
And
I
plus, it
legit-
almost felt like after licking the taint strip that it was actually going down to do a quick little measly shock.
Oh, yeah. What was worse was the whole
Yeah.
experience of licking the hair that came off of Suits' taint and Jaybird's bum.
Yeah, that was.
Don't forget, it was a combo.
That felt like the pinnacle. It felt like
Yeah.
a subtle little shock was kind of going backwards.
You can't hurt him more than that because he is so germ-phobic.
The best part of that video is right when you see what it is, your face.
Yes.
You take your headphones off. And
Yeah,
son of a
in horror.
It was, yes, tough. I'll pay it this week. That will happen.
Nah,
we'll
you're
get
good.
to the
You're
shocking.
good.
Yeah, I really think you're okay.
Yeah.
Harold. Let me see here. We've got call them out here. Somebody said, yes, I want to call out the meathead that was correcting my form 2 different times at the gym. He then asked if I wanted him to stick around and spot me.
Ugh.
I'm not sure if he was really that concerned about me or my physical fitness, or he's just trying to ask me out. Either way, just leave me alone. Yet, should you ever correct somebody and their form at the gym? My answer is no.
My answer is also no.
That's not my job. I'm not a trainer. And I've seen people doing ridiculous stuff at the gym that just, you're not doing anything. You're completely wasting your time here, but that's not my place.
Oh, it's so annoying.
Well,
So
when you
do your
correct
thing.
somebody in public like that,
Yeah.
too, you're going to embarrass them. Like, oh, we're so impressed. You know the right way to do a curl. But guess
Yeah.
what? No one wants to be corrected in public loudly like that and be embarrassed. Let them curl wrong. What do you fucking care?
Right.
Let them curl wrong.
Not my job to do that.
Ugh, meatheads.
Meatheads. Let me see. We got somebody asking about rebooking Leo to read the complaint emails.
I don't
Yeah.
know if he just doesn't want to do the bit or if he was truly busy.
I don't see why he would have a problem doing this bit. He's done bits. I think he's just busy.
Yeah.
And he probably forgot, too, honestly.
Yeah. I'll try to corral him today and see if we can get him in this week.
He was just in there with Denny's about 30 seconds ago.
And the other Jay Pennington said, is there any way you can record some of the angry phone calls from Snowflakes to play them on the air? I think the tough thing about that is you got to let somebody know that their phone calls could be broadcast. They have to have that warning, and they make it so hard to put anybody legally on the air. And then if we did like the KVJ complaint line thing, that would just be people just, trying to get on the radio with, fake stuff.
Is he talking about the people that yell at Denny's?
Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's that. Maybe it's people from the hate song that, maybe text them back when they leave nasty comments and try to put them on.
Anytime I try to get a hater on, they either ghost us or they're like, no, because I got to work, or you guys are not going to let me speak my mind. Like, we'll let you speak your mind. Absolutely.
Maybe.
Tell us how much you hate Virginia.
Go right ahead. Talking about some cop discounts remaining anonymous. I heard you talking about that correctional officer who got fired, who was showing his badge impersonating a police officer trying to get discounts. I heard V mention something about a 30-cent discount not being worth it. She also said that cops' discounts can't be that much. Well, V, you're wrong. My husband's a cop, and his discounts are quite generous. He either gets 50 off, 80%, or it's free. He never requests the discounts, but they do offer it at like Mickey D's, Pollo Tropical, Chipotle, Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, and Little Cafeterias, just to name a few. Not all restaurants or chains offer it, but most do.
What are you going to say about that, DeQuesta? Wrong again.
I'm glad I'm wrong. Up
Yeah.
yours, Jay Bird.
Why up mine?
Just cuz.
Just cause.
Up your sweet, clean bunghole.
Nobody
Is
ever-
that thing still smooth?
It's a quarter smooth. We didn't finish it, so I'm living in both worlds right now.
half scratchy.
Half scratchy. How come nobody ever says up yours anymore? That was such a popular up yours,
Up
buddy.
yours.
That's such a good insult. Up yours.
Only old people say
It is an old
Yeah.
person insult.
Up yours.
You can say that on the regular air, right?
Totally.
Yeah, you can.
I say way worse.
Yeah, you do. Comes out dump you.
Somebody says, I have figured out the Kevin and Queen sex problem. Okay. Well, they are both at fault, and here is how. I was listening to the show Friday, and Kevin mentioned that he didn't give a crap about the 50 Shades of Grey movies. Well, I believe I also remember him saying that his wife loved them. He needs to watch and learn because ever since we brought toys to the bedroom, it has been amazing and made us much more adventurous. Maybe Kim is bored with what Kevin brings, and she needs some bedroom fun. Now, as far as the Queen girl, you do need to shower. If I was Kevin, I would not want to be all up in that unshowered vag. You're welcome. Thank you. All right.
I don't know if you said, "Hey, babe, I got toys. Let's do this thing." Is that going to really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Everyone's got
It's a deep dive.
It's a deep dive.
It's a deep dive. You know?
Interesting.
It would take a little while.
Do you and Panda ever use toys?
No.
Well, maybe you should take a little advice from that email.
Well,
Is it getting a little boring?
Christmas is coming. Fill my stocking.
I will. Okay. Oh, that sounds weird.
Oh,
man. I'm
they're
gonna
gonna
fill
fill her
your
stocking.
stocking, Virginia.
With toys for me and Panda.
All right, you know what? Let's just fucking let's not do this.
I would not go out and spend money on like toys.
You wouldn't?
I don't think I would.
Oh, that's so not adventurous.
But
Yeah, why not? Maybe you enjoyed it and it made it better.
What if Panda was really into that? What if it opened doors, passages?
back doors.
Maybe it does.
That's it.
Yeah. What if you and Panda all of a sudden? Yeah, you're right. You open up the back door, and you just love it.
Well, if I
Can't
do,
get enough.
I'll come tell you about it.
Report back.
I will report back.
Okay.
Amanda in the chat room. Toys are the best. They really do work. That's Amanda Olson in the chat room.
Don't say her last
Oh, it's
name.
on the chat room.
No, but I mean,
Sorry. Sorry, Amanda.
Now, this is odd because a sexologist is saying that it's her vagina scent that she uses as her perfume of choice for an evening on the town. She claims to have worn her own natural scent several times over the years and has noted how people often flock to her. She instructed 3 of her clients to rub the scent on their pulse points and around the collarbone and neck. But according to their experiment, they didn't have much more success with men than beforehand. But a few men did lean in a little bit closer to be going,
is that thing wafting up here?
whoa. Wait,
Whoa, girl.
do I smell your vagina? She claims that wearing the scent makes women act in a bolder, more confident manner, though, which in turn could make them appear more attractive.
That's going to be a hard no for me, guys.
Not going to wear your vag scent on your pulse points?
Not going to do it.
Interesting. That's interesting.
Interesting, huh?
Yes, I do find that.
Would you like to wear some vagina scent on your pulse points?
I think if someone wanted me to, if that's what they wanted me to do, to get a little kinky, I wouldn't be against it.
Does it work the same way for a guy, though, or does it repel?
I don't know.
There's only one way to tell.
You're not using mine.
I didn't say.
Don't look at
I
me.
didn't mean to look at you. All right, this last 5 minutes has gotten really weird between me and you.
She's going to stuff her stocking and
I know.
some natural scents. I got to give a shout out to Matt. He listens in Yorkshire, England, giving him a shout out before. And apparently they got a holiday in the UK today, so I can finally listen live.
Nice.
Yeah, they're ahead of us, so it'd be a little bit later in the day.
It's called Bank Holiday. What does that mean? Bank Holiday.
I don't know. Is that just they close all the banks?
I have a calendar and it tells me like all the holidays and celebrations around the world. And yeah, it says today is Bank Holiday in the UK.
Really?
What a boring fact.
I like if you do Virginia's boring facts every day.
Not as fun as pussy perfume.
Yeah, can we go back to talking about pussies again?
I'm tired, y'all.
I am too, man.
Oh.
I got the giggles.
I can't do 3 days in a row. Oh boy.
Oh, I hear you.
Kevin even sent us home early for a little bit from Kids World. I'm still like,
It is tough, yeah.
Oh, I had Rocco. He was not letting me leave early.
No, he was all into it, huh?
I couldn't imagine working Kids Fest and then having my own kid there.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Did they have the bar open?
You know what? I don't even know. I didn't partake.
Virginia had enough at that point.
My body would have shut down.
After a Friday-Saturday combo.
I know they had a dance-off on the stage, though. Me and Rocco were certainly involved in that, and that took the last bit of energy that I had.
I bet, yeah.
I was done.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, well, so are we. Y'all enjoy your Monday. We'll be back tomorrow. Have a good one. Later.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.